Okay, so SNESWarrior's been doing the Friday Night Fight. Pretty good so far. At least it seems fine. Don't really know much about this one. Basically, you want to kill the legs and the head first. You don't, and you also want to be able to kill the core. You want to be 100% sure that the core doesn't die, because if the core dies, he's gonna start doing really hard counters, and yeah, it's gonna be super hard. So you gotta make sure to keep that core alive and kill him fast. Now he just needs to count his cat attacks and spin cuts. It's all looking good. He's gonna absorb more as usual. Spin cuts. Cat attack, okay. Okay, so probably... Okay, you don't want the RNG jump anymore, okay. And then he kills it with the cat attack. Okay, so good fight for SNESWarrior.
Yeah,
He was debating there at the end that if he thought that it might die before. Just messed up the count. Now he's gonna get some chests to get money, so he can buy the two.
No, just one side camp.
Oh, okay.
Because Chrono will get status ailment resistance from Berserk.
Oh, okay, yeah. True, okay, so... And Kehanort's getting the swallow. SNESWarrior done with the side quest now. Okay, he gets the mid-ethers.
Probably just for safety.
Yep. He leaves Robo there to farm for 400 years. You just come back later. Let's see if Kehanort can get the fourth bird skip. Okay, he got it. Good job.
You'll see exactly what Noah says very quickly. Because we're gonna have one hell of a boss fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has to fight the shell, which means doing all the refights, even the fights we skipped with the glitches. So yeah, SNESWarrior is heading to get the Green Dream, and Kehanort is heading into Sunken Desert now. Okay, spin cut and... Okay. Reset it. Okay.
Well, wasn't he off RNG after BT? Or was that... Or,
No, I think he did BT fine.
Hmm. Well, did he get bird skip? Yeah, if you get bird skip, you have to reset.
Yeah.
It's if you miss it that you don't have to reset. So yeah.
What's the damage on the first Mohaver?
6.
694.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think it's fine as well. Then he drill kicks, yeah. SNESWarrior heading into the shop. For this shop, you can just run forward, and when the text box closes on its own, you can just. But I mean, sorry, the shop will open automatically.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not noticing Kehanort's mistakes, so.
I don't know what the damage was by her anymore. It seemed
Yeah,
good.
no, me neither. Is Marl supposed to be in position too? Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, you're not supposed to swap at all.
Marl's getting hit there. Don't think it matters though.
No, you'll still end up fine because of this runaway.
Yeah, he should still be fine. He heals Marl for safety, okay. Would have done the same. Okay. Battle speed 2. Berserker and Chrono. Yep. That's part of the semi-new strats. Well, new strats, I'm gonna call them. Meanwhile, SNESWarrior is trying to save Luca's mom's legs. Okay, he did it. What?
I think he has the wrong battle speed, and then.
He changed to 2. He attacked with Marl. I don't think he was supposed to attack with Marl, but I don't think that would have changed. Not sure anymore, dude. Okay, SNESWarrior is ready to head to Lavos Shell. So here we go. Safety saver, of course. Everything can happen in Shell. And off he goes. Lavos Shell. This is basically what makes up the no LSS category. There's a glitch now where you can skip this part of the Lavos Shell. That's any percent. The route's slightly different as well. But you still need the Green Dream to the Elixir glitch and kill Lavos' final phase. So let's watch a few cutscenes. Kehanort trying to tackle Sunken Desert. Okay, he did it. Yeah. Okay, so last time what he did was he attacked with Ayla before Marl, and that caused Ayla to miss. This time he did Marl before Ayla, which was the right thing. Okay. He can keep advancing now. Now for this first part of the shell, you're gonna see he kills them basically with 1 or 2 attacks. That's because they still have the same HP as they had low level. So he can just use Falcon Hit, which is super overpowered, to kill this first. I mean, he's gonna use it for most of the shell, but especially for the first one. The first 2, it destroys them, basically. Okay, Kehanort's doing Retinite. Okay, now we're getting ready into Hecaran. Hecaran's actually a little bit different. You use Antipode because Hecaran is not, since he's in the magic cave, you're basically supposed to hit him with magic attacks because that's what he's weak to. So in this case we use Antipode, which is basically a really strong attack. Okay, Chrono Slash. Okay, he gets through Hecaran pretty nicely. Now Somewhere. So these are 2 bosses you didn't see during the normal run because we skipped them with the Save Anywhere glitch. I mean the last 3, Guardian, Somewhere, and Hecaran. So he wants to slash here. And then he wants to do a Falcon Hit. He's gonna get all his TP stolen. But that's fine. That's why you get the Meat Eaters. Somewhere, yeah, that's something he does. He takes your MP. Oh, Massamian. Yeah, he's definitely one of their Meat Eater Chrono. And again, Falcon Hits. Falcon Hits destroy the shell. Kehanort seems to be doing fine on Retinite. Okay, yeah, Luca for 108. Fire and Falcon Hit on the same menu. SNESWarrior is doing fine for the shell.
Yeah, the real tricky part here is Lavos Magus. It's the sort of milestone. If he gets past Lavos Magus, he's pretty much guaranteed to finish.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Magus is when you start seeing all of the improvements to the shell. After Magus, sorry. So far it's been pretty standard. Okay, Kehanort gets through Retinate, pretty nice. Getting the chests. And heading off to get ready for Lavos Shell as well. Okay, SNESWarrior. Heals, nice. Okay. So you're gonna see he does slash for this, even though it heals him. I mean, you can't heal him over max HP. But you want him to give you fire barrier. Because fire is what does the most damage at the moment, because you have Luca and Chrono. So fire sword is gonna be really, really good. We're gonna rely on it a lot for this fight. So basically it's just manipulating him to give you fire. And lightning, which it's also pretty nice, because Chrono has lightning attacks that help us out. Okay. He does slash. I mean, slash is also light based, so he can do slash instead of lightning. Okay. Again, fire sword. Doing it nicely. Fire sword again. Okay, he's gonna start charging now, and now what you want to do is basically X strike and fire sword, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you don't do X strike anymore apparently. Steal the fire sword. 900 damage, that's quite a bit. Okay, you just do attacks, that's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, that's Lavos in the shell phase for you. I mean, sorry, Lavos, that's Magus, sorry.
Yeah, should be all good. So the trick for this fight is that you can actually confuse Azala and avoid having to kill him. Because the big thing with leaving Azala alive is that the 50% defense phase for BT lasts a lot longer. And
okay. Since
we're gonna do a 1 cycle because of Falcon hit, that downside doesn't affect us. So we can provoke to our heart's content.
Best tech in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I used to joke about provokeless speedruns. Guess I can't do that anymore. It's actually useful. Which is pretty nice to see. Okay. Just waiting for him to remove defense. Now he can just spam Falcon hit until Black Tyranno dies. So yeah, Falcon hit's pretty nice. Pretty great to have for this phase. He's getting that little troll where he has his action bar doesn't feel like it seems that it's completely filled, but it's not before the fire. Not a big deal. So yeah, just spam Falcon it. Kehanort's watching the cutscene now for the Green Dream. Okay, just a few more for SNESWarrior. Then he's gonna have to do Gigakaya, which is basically the same method if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Falcon hit your hurt out.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, battle speed 1 there saves like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, you can have battle speed 1 for the rest of the fight. That's where it saves the most time. It saves like 15 seconds later on. Alright, so the best part of the show is coming up after this sub-fight.
Shell final phase. The Bane. Okay, still doing Falcon hits. Just a few more. But yeah, Falcon hit Mace 6, pretty trivial. And Marl Dead makes it pretty nice, so you don't need to change between menus. You can just match A, basically. Should be the last one if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
It should be 9.
And here it goes.
So this is like probably one of the biggest innovations ever. So this used to be an incredibly tense part of the fight, where you had to get a lot of Falcon hits in a short amount of time. So this strat came about as, like, I tested it kind of as a joke. But basically, I accidentally killed this guy without RNG manipulation, or a manipulation that had been routed, just with Chrono being berserked. Because Chrono being berserked to swallow, he still does a ton of damage, and he does it very frequently, much more frequently than you could do as a human, because of just automatic hitting. So this fight is still a bit tricky, but it's all just a matter of following a script. Just be very careful to input stuff before animations are over, otherwise you can mess up the RNG.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice strat.
Yeah, it's very just clean.
Yep. One HP for Chrono.
That extra defense from Berserker really helps. Before you had to get a piece of armor. No, you don't, because of Berserker.
Nice.
Just amazing to see how far this fight has come from being like the tensest part of the run to being something that's relatively free.
Yep. Yeah, it's insane. Now Ayla goes down. Chrono should finish this off.
Yep. Perfect.
See, a great fight from SNESWarrior. Kehanort's on the Hecarim face.
Making good progress. All things considered, he's not too far behind.
Yep. Earthbound runner for this Warrior team should be ready now. He's gonna finish in like 2.5 minutes or something.
Give me Sound of Life. I don't think SNESWarrior has his mic on, so I'll give the go.
Okay, and now he's gonna do something called Elixir glitch. So basically what happens here is that your character dies, and then he gets back up because of the green dream. And thanks to that, because of some positioning thing that happens, you can actually target enemies with items. So with Elixir, you can target Lavos, and you can overflow his HP, and he gets destroyed. I think that was a bad input by SNESWarrior. Yep, he Elixired the hand, so yeah, he's gonna have to reset.
Yeah, that's a tricky input for sure.
He's gotta get it on the body. Killing the hand, well, I mean, does nothing. You'll get destroyed then.
Oh well, stuff happens.
Mm-hmm. What? Okay, he puts Smart on the team, but he doesn't change the green dream. Oh, he forgot to change the team. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's the cascade effect, man. You just lose grasp, concentration. It's hard to get back on.
Yep.
So Frog is just like a magical speed that always works for Elixir glitches.
This is probably the good one. Let's see. There we go. That's the first phase, he still has to do the second one. There's a menu glitch you can do by opening the menu. It used to be required, but it isn't anymore. You used to need to equip the Green Dream on another character, but not anymore.
Yeah.
If you get it, you do save time because it removes the fade in.
Yeah, for sure. It's like with the Melchior thing we saw earlier.
Yep.
So, be a good job to pay attention to. Good thing to pay attention to Cat to the left. Yeah, SW can still PV. Knowing him, he's probably not very happy with this, for sure. But I'd say anything like he's gonna get like a third place run though. That's a thing, and that's still pretty good for marathon. All things considered, like lots of hiccups in his run.
For sure.
Hopefully he has a local recording.
Yeah. Not having a local recording in 2016. But yeah, there we go. He attacks the right bit. He gets killed there.
Already, Daniel should be ready to go in a second now. We're gonna be ready to switch fiends as well. There we go. Boom.
Okay, there.
There it is. There it is. Congrats to SW on the new PB, I think. Current third place on the leaderboard as well. Very good marathon time, despite everything happening.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good. Definitely give him a round of applause for that.
Yep.
Okay, now on to Kehanort's end of shell. Looks like he's doing pretty good as well.
Yeah. On the Magus face at the moment. Using the fire swords as usual to get the damage. Nice, good Magus face. I would think, well, at least in my opinion, Magus phase would be one of the hardest ones. Compared to Black Tyranno and Giga Kaya. Yeah, I gotta do his menus. Okay. Yep, Kehanort's waiting. Okay. See if Marl gets killed. Yep. A little bit more until he lowers defense. There we go. Just Falcon hit. And all good for Kehanort for this fight. He just has to input his Falcon hits as fast as possible.
I said something about like no one ever getting first try level shown marathons, and now it looks like they're both gonna get it. The SW did die to core, so yeah. I guess that counts.
Yeah, it wasn't deathless.
You're not a true CT runner until you've died to core and still PB. It's a bad feeling, man, but definitely shows how good of a runner he is. Getting a time like that despite all the rockiness.
Yeah, for sure. In a marathon.
Yeah, in a marathon as well. Like, that's the extra pressure of it all.
Okay. Couple more Falcon hits to go for Kehanort. Okay. I think it's one more after this one. This one should be it. Okay, pretty good. Going to the next phase. Yeah. Just needs to remember to ether. He has a lot of ether, so he's fine. He's waiting. He's fine though. Yeah, he's fine. You need 9 Falcon hits, if I'm not mistaken. That's 36 MP. He's fine. Just let Small get killed there. And just starts the Falcon hit spam. Yeah, if anybody wants to start running Chrono Trigger, we have a Discord server. If somebody could post a link in the chat, that'd be nice. It's also on the wiki and yeah, everything we use. It's a pretty fun run, to be honest. Okay, 3 more Falcon hits to go. I mean 4 for Kehanort. Okay, FH. Two more, he should be gone.
Already. Yeah.
Okay, shell final phase.
Best part. Hopefully, like the only way to die here. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Hopefully, he doesn't make a mistake in the menu. That's yeah. It's like Patricia's way to die here. Takes it slow though. Oh no, he for
Green Dream on Mar.
Green Dream on Mar. No. Come on, Kehan. Remember, please. Please remember. Okay. Phew. had us going there for a second. Oh my god.
Okay. Oh my god. He forgot to meet Ether. Ayla.
Hopefully...
What should he just attack?
Maybe, but...
Or heal Chrono? I'm not sure though.
I don't know, I think he might... Yeah, I think he should attack. Yeah. I think that maybe... I think that should be fine. As long as Chrono... Yeah, the real thing is getting Chrono not to get hit. Stealing a crit kind of sucks.
Oh my god.
Please, game, please.
Please, game.
Have mercy. Have mercy.
No.
Oh my god. No. Oh, no.
Game, please.
This game is cruel, man. Oh, dude.
I don't.
He has to.
No. He has to continue.
Yeah, he has to continue. Don't know if he even knows the... We should know the reload. That's a shame. Hopefully he gets it this time. That really sucks to die that late into the fight.
Yeah. That was rough.
For sure. I think we should pass out the commentary to the UB crew because we've already seen most of this fight.
Yeah, for sure. So good luck to Kehanort, and we'll leave you now with the Earthbound guys. See you guys.
Oh, baby. Okay, it's the Earthbound crew stepping in now. So we're a little ways into the into Daniel's Onett right now. Onett's kind of a finicky beast. If you're not doing RNG manipulation, which is what we normally do in glitchless runs, you kind of have to play a lot of safety while still kind of pushing the barriers. So what you're seeing right now, Daniel and Frank, it's barely squeezed out. Gosh, I'm a little behind over here. I'm still trying to catch up with the transition right now. Okay, so here we go. Daniel's just starting Frankenstein right now. Frankenstein's a little bit of a safer fight. Frankenstein will always alternate between an empty attack and either a weak attack, which does about 15 damage, and a stronger attack that does more like 30. So you're kind of just weighing the options, seeing how much health you have left, and if you have enough, you'll life up. If not, you'll just bash and push through the fight and just work the alternations. And Daniel squeeze through easily. I believe Phalix is going to pop up here and join me in a second, I believe. So a nice little fact after the Frankenstein and Frank fights, you can just walk back into the backyard and Frank will give you a full heal. So we use that to advantage and just instead of having to go back to a hotel or anything like that, because you're about to go to Giant Step, which is kind of a grinding area, getting up to a reasonable level to be able to fight Titanic Ant, which is kind of a beast of a boss to start out the game with. So he's going to take advantage of that heal, get ready, and probably going to go buy some hamburgers for an extra thing. I don't know exactly what Daniel's strats are going to be like. I imagine he's going to buy burgers. If he doesn't, he's a little bit insane.
I'm sure he'll buy burgers. And yeah, sorry.
Oh, there you are. How you doing, Alex?
I had a little bit of a sneeze fit, and I had to wait. But yeah, we're good. But as he was mentioning with the RNG manipulation, normally you're going to see someone who's going for like a lower time. This whole section, you'll see people just popping open the menus and doing certain weird cursor movements, and they might reset for what you would think is no reason. But we're not doing that here for the race. It's more of an interesting watch if they're having to deal with the RNG. And if one person loses it, even with like a gentleman's agreement of, okay, I lost it here, you need to drop it at this point too, type of thing, it doesn't really work in this kind of setting. Because let's say if Daniel managed to get it all the way through, that means Temple has to get it all the way. So we're just doing it the old style now.
And it also makes it a little more interesting. If someone gets the RNG manipulation that we normally do is pretty significant. It saves, on average, I would say, between probably around 10 and 12 minutes in the first half hour of the run. So, because it eliminates literally the only grinding section in the entire run, which is here in Giant Step. You fight a bunch of slugs to level up and get ready for the Titanic Ant fight. And it removes that entirely by manipulating two 1 in 128 chance bomb drops. And the bomb drops do about 100 damage apiece. And you use those to down Titanic Ant very quickly. And Daniel over here on the right, getting very good luck for right off the bat finding some slugs. Sometimes it's pretty tricky to find slugs. You kind of have to work your way back and forth and respawn the area until they appear. Finding slugs in the first try is very lucky. The slugs are very simple. They do very little damage. Worst case, they do 5 HP of damage if you got some bad defense rolls in the earlier levels. At the very least, at the beginning, they'll do 3. And it looks like Daniel got some good defense rolls at the very beginning of the game, so they're only doing 3 to him, so he's not going to have to life up for probably the first 2 or 3 fights.
Yeah, getting 2 sets of slugs off the bat is very nice. He did have a little bit of bad luck early on. He had some fires from the Starman Jr., which is what the worst thing you want from him. And at the area that I call the Onett Zoo, right before the library, he had a lot of despawns there. But those are all pretty minor compared to how much time you can lose with slug luck.
So yeah, Daniel's getting some crazy good luck finding all these slugs very quickly. He's already fought 3 packs. So if he really wanted to, he could already start pushing up to the top of the of this little dungeon right now. But it looks like he's gonna grind for one more fight, which he finds immediately. This is insane.
I'm gonna refresh the page. I tried to close it out, and you're like 5 seconds ahead of me. All right, there we go.
So I think the number of slugs, the number is 22, which will give you level 8. I don't know if Daniel's going to go for level 9 strats or level 8. Level 8 strats are, you learn PSI Rock and Alpha at level 8, which is pretty much a move that you are, oh my gosh, another pack of slugs for Daniel. It's a more or less an essential ability if you want to have any chance at downing Titanic Ant. So you learn that at level 8, and you only have 78 HP and usually around 26, 27 Psyche points. And that, with a level 8 strats, I would say you have about probably if you're doing it well, you probably have around a 50 to 70% success rate, which is pretty low considering a marathon setting. So I don't know if he's going to risk it. If he goes level 9 strats, it requires a little bit more grinding, but then at that point you probably have about a 95 to 98% success rate against Titanic Ant.
Yeah, and your internet is like 5 seconds ahead of the rest of the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're ahead of me, Chrono, and Tifa.
Damn Google Fiber, dude.
I know.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But somebody asked in the chat about the cap I do believe he did get it. I can't imagine he didn't. But we don't equip it because the Mr. Baseball cap only has one extra defense than the baseball cap. So you're able to go in and sell that for $99 and pick up the cheap bracelet and the basic hat, which gives you far more defense than what you would just get with the Mr. Baseball cap. So we basically just go pick up the priceless heirloom from the child and then sell it immediately.
So is this a gentleman's Onett from Daniel? Where he's not doing it purposefully, just to equalize stuff?
No,
Yeah, he's doing no manipulation here in Onett.
Both agreed on that beforehand.
Alrighty.
It's in the space of like a race. Even if they made some kind of gentleman's agreement of like if Daniel would have made it to like the bush after the town hall, and Temple's like, okay, I can go up to the bush, and that's fine. If Daniel would have completed it, and then if Temple would have been stopped at the bush and had to do the slug luck, that's another like 6 or 7 minutes that Temple would have lost. So they just agreed to no manipulation.
I think it might be a bit fair for Temple to do manip in this case. Just to let him catch up a bit, but...
It's not guaranteed that you do get the manipulation,
yeah,
I would
of
say.
course.
A lot of people are better at it than others. Temple and Daniel are both extremely good at it, but even the best people, I would say, still only have probably around an 80% success rate at getting it. Just because it's all very fine movements for 20 minutes straight. I think Daniel and Temple are actually the two fastest at doing the manipulations. I think Daniel's fastest Onett time is about an 1846, I believe, and Temple's is, I believe, it's sub 1850, which is crazy fast.
Yeah, I think Temple has a 47 and Daniel has a 46.
My fastest is like an 1858.
Now that I'm on console, I got a 57 a couple of days ago, but I've been getting like 59, 1900.
All right, so Daniel's making his way up to Titanic Ant. Did he go to level 9?
I don't think he did.
If he's sitting at 78 HP, he's at level 8. Oh gosh, he's doing level 8 strats. This could have a big payoff, but it could also have a nasty detriment where he loses about 8 minutes as he works his way back to Titanic Ant. So if you're doing level 8 strats, it's essentially every single time you take damage, you need to heal up, because if Titanic Ant does his bigger attack, it does about 50 damage to you. He's getting some good luck there with the defense downs. Titanic Ant has a chance to do PSI Magnet, which is what you don't want him to do at the beginning because you need your psychic points. But once you burn through all of that, you want him to see anything but something that damages you. And he never put up a shield either. I finally put one up. So yeah, every single time he takes damage, he's throwing up another hamburger, which is perfect. And as soon as he puts up that shield, he only takes half damage, but as soon as he takes 3 hits with that shield up, the shield disappears. And just like that, Daniel just finished Titanic Ant at level 8, which is impressive.
Yeah, and 23 minutes as well. That's actually not a bad unmanipulated time. Oops, I gotta remember I have my headset on. I'm not using my stream mic when I vape. My bad.
So with that, Daniel gets a full heal from the Sanctuary. So every time you finish up a boss fight and you get the Sanctuary sound, it restores your HP and all of your psychic points for everyone in the party. So he's back to full health. Usually, depending on how many hamburgers you had to use during the Titanic Ant fight, you might go back and buy back more just to refill your inventory, because the cops are a little scarier just because there's so many of them and they have 2 attacks. Either they do a lighter attack or a heavier attack, and if you get hit for those heavier attacks a bunch, you're going to burn through all of your healing items very quickly, and you're going to be left without any measures to defend yourself. So I would expect him to go refill up on hamburgers, but we'll see how he does.
He had a decent amount left. It's Daniel. He might just.
Yeah, it looked like he had about 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It's Daniel. I doubt that he's going to go get more. I mean, let's all be real here. When we get to the next town, Daniel's going to spend an extra 15, 20 minutes there. I know he said he's going to take some safeties, but we should all expect to see a little bit extra time spent in Peaceful Rest Valley.
So it looks like he skipped the burgers, which is pretty significant. So if Daniel pulls this off, he's going to have like a 28-minute Onett, which is crazy.
Yeah, especially for no manipulation at all. A while back, before the full manipulation came out, we did do up to Starman. But it's going well for him.
So yeah, during these cops, the cops. Oh, and he just right off the gate gets hit by a smash. The cops have two different attacks. One just a regular attack that is about 15, and a stronger attack that is about 30. Same kind of situation as Frank, but you have a little bit more HP. But you have to burn through 4 of these cops and Captain Strong's. The 5 enemies you have to work through. Each of these cops takes 3 hits to kill. So it's a lot of balancing when to heal, when to use a life up, because hamburgers only restore about 45 or 50. Heals will put you at max regardless of where you are. So it's a careful balance the entire way through. Yeah, and these cops have a 1 in 16 chance to drop a burger, which is always a nice help during these. He's getting a lot of small attacks from these cops, which is really lucky. I've only seen about 2 or 3 crushing chops in probably about 8 attacks. And the way that the rolling HP meter works in this game, when you take a hit from an enemy, you don't immediately drop down to that HP amount. Your HP meter rolls down. So if you take mortal damage from an enemy, you're not dead. You're dead when your HP meter rolls down to 0. So essentially, if you have, say, 100 HP and it takes 10 seconds for that HP meter to drop down to 0, you have 10 seconds of life before to life up or to heal or something, which is a very interesting mechanic compared to most RPGs.
So what is a good unmanipulated Onett time?
If you're doing level 8
27.
strats, what you're seeing from Daniel right now is a wonderful unmanipulated Onett time. Anything sub 28 minute is fantastic for an unmanipulated. But normally, if people are playing it safe or just playing normally and buying burgers and doing level 9 strats, you'll probably see around 30 to 31 minutes.
So yeah, just the thing that Daniel's team needed to see, as that was even with a bad start, the slug luck, which is the biggest swing in unmanipulated Onett, was pretty much perfect for Daniel. But one of the interesting things with Onett compared to a lot of RPG runs have moved to this full manipulation. You know everything that every boss is going to do, and there's very little swing in what happens. With Earthbound, being a good runner of it takes a lot of time of learning how to deal with bad situations, how to deal with bad things that the game throws with you. And I mean, there's a good chance that Daniel could have a 10+ minute time loss here later, even with a save. It's very possible in a couple of sections that the game could just take him out. And we even had, during our tournament last year, I mean, sometimes people would be 15 minutes ahead and they still end up losing. Just, it wasn't their day.
So Daniel over on the right has just finished up Onett, and oh gosh, he's doing He's doing the full Vogler.
Oh. I can't. Yeah, he is. Okay.
So what we've affectionately called in the next area, you get to a place called Happy Village, and when you're finished there, you need to get back to Tucson somehow. So we've kind of named the route to get back different things. We have the full Vogler, the half Vogler, and the Vogler skip. No, the Vogler Pass. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've seen the Vogler Pass. But essentially what it is it's different types of death warps to get back to Tucson from Happy Village. And what Daniel did is he set it up in the bus station, and he sets it up very far from the hospital. Normally what people do is they'll save in the department store, which is right next to the hospital, and then they'll do a death warp by attacking an enemy right in the cave, and they'll death warp back to Tucson, and then they'll walk over to the hospital to revive, and then walk down to continue the rest of the story. But what Daniel did is he saved right next to where he needs to go to advance the rest of the story. And so doing, he's far away from the hospital. So he needs some way to revive Paula, who needs to be alive to advance the story. So what you're going to see him do is you're going to see him go out of his way during the next area to grab a cup of life noodles, which is a revive of any party member. But by doing so, it puts a little risk on you because you kind of have to walk through a few extra spawn tiles and then get back through them. So it's a little scary because if the game decides to throw some nasty randomness at you, then you get pinned behind some enemies and you're probably gonna wipe. So we'll see how this goes for Daniel, but if it works out for him and it pays off, he's gonna save a bunch of time. Probably, I would say it saves 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, optimal to optimal, that strategy probably saves about 30 seconds for a death warp. But it's a fair bit riskier.
So what you saw Daniel do right there is he walked up and then he immediately turned around without really doing anything. All he was doing, there's a pencil eraser or an iron statue of a pencil up above him. And most people think you have to go up and physically check the statue to advance the story, but all you need to do is load the statue into memory. So we've actually gone into like some memory hacking software to actually see when the item loads, and we know what line you need to cross. So people just walk just far enough so that it loads into memory off screen and then immediately turn around.
Yeah, big thing with Earthbound, like for those who are interested really in like the technical side of games, there's a lot of stuff that's been found in Earthbound that deals like with the game's realm. I mean, for most people who know the more technical aspects of it, like, all this stuff with the different values of the game's realm is always a big thing with SNES games. And it was found a long time ago that there's 2 RAM values that are the main control for like what happens in the game. Like we call them RNG value 1 and RNG value 2. But a third value was found at the end of 2014 that allowed for us to manipulate all of Onett, and that is based on where you walk. There is a couple of sections in the run where you can see. I'm trying to think of a specific one. The only one I can think of is in Lumine Hall, but you kind of walk a wacky way, and you can sort of skip some spawn zones, and it helps you skip some of those triggers.
On a side note, over on the left, I just noticed that Team Jeff has now finished off Phase 1 of Lavos, so Team Jeff will be starting here, I guess, probably in the next 3 minutes or so, if I'm not mistaken, 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, coming up real soon.
So yeah, we'll see Temple start up over on the left with Earthbound in a second. Earthbound has a bit of a quiet moment, so I can't do much commentary for Chrono Trigger because I've never done the speedruns of it past like Magus, so I'm just gonna be quiet and watch the left side of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, for those, if you didn't see the last kill, I guess my best way of explaining the Elixir thing in Chrono Trigger is it's an HP overflow glitch, and it takes a very specific setup to get in there and be able to make it all work.
Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, pretty much get ready to Fire Temple. Don't know if Keha is giving, text cues or anything. But if all else fails, I'll just tell you to go when I see it happen. Coming up in like a couple seconds. Ah, he's stopping.
And Temple is off. Look at that.